What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mad Pig and Matt here. So, today I went to a Pokemon League Cup challenge thingy that one of the locals in the area was having. And I played the deck before you and I managed to get 3rd place, which is much better than the last time I played at a tournament where I got last place. So, improvement. And I figure that since I did such a decent accomplishment for being fairly new at this game, I show you guys the deck I did it with in a nice little profile. Of course, in the description down below will be the full list for those that use it on TCG Live. But yeah, this is my Hydrapple EX deck that I got 3rd place with. Alright, start this out. I just played 4 copies of the Spray Fluid Applin, 2 copies of the Coded Attack Dipplin. I went with this one because this card is really stupid. There was a game where I literally just kept poking and using the fact that this cannot die from attacks by basic Pokemon. Very much to my advantage to fight off some giant bear looking thing. I don't know, it was funny as hell. So yeah, this card is fantastic and I'm always going to probably play this version. And then lastly, of course, the star of the show, 3 copies of Hydrapple EX. Basically, he does 30 times more damage for every energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So you play cards that accelerate a lot of energy, and you just punch for giant number. Card is phenomenal, and it did a lot today. Fun little tech I saw that I decided to play, and it was really good for me today, was 1 Kricketot and 1 Kricketune. There was one game where they hit the next card you're about to see for what would have been lethal, but because I had the Kricketune on my bench, they didn't kill it, and next turn I killed them. So yeah, until this gets rotated out, I'm going to use it. This card is phenomenal. I love it. The card in question that also helps the whole deck just basically do everything it needs to do is this broken card right here. I played 3 copies of Teal Mask Ogerpon EX. This card is phenomenal and stupid. Like, yes, you have to play an absurd amount of energies to really get going with it, but it draws a lot of cards, and for every extra energy it has attached to it, it deals extra damage. And if you're playing against a person that puts a bunch of energies on their Pokemon, he deals you a lot of damage. So yeah, this card is phenomenal. You could play 4 if you want. I originally tested that, but I cut 1 for other packages that I'd been testing, and yeah. Alright, the last 2 Pokemon are just kind of support and draw. A Cleffa and... Hey! Pardon me. The Fezandipiti EX. Fens was great. Cleffa was great. Draw cards. It's really great. So that's the Pokemon. It's now under your items and supporters. I played 2 copies of Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Set up your bench, get your Apple, get your Kricketune, get a Cleffa if you have to. I don't know. The actual best card in the whole deck, 4 copies of Bug Catching Set. This card's absurd. It says, look at the top 7, add 2 cards. And yeah, this Teal Mask dug so much, just absolutely turbos through your deck. Absurdly good card. I got something a little mixed up. Let me move card. Okay. I tucked in 1 copy of this Canceling Cologne in case I played against like either Snorlax or Iron Thorn. So, I don't know, the big future guy. That's Tyranitar basically. And I didn't play against any of that, so this did nothing. Energy Search. This should probably be Earthen Vessel, but for some reason I opted to play this, and yeah, I don't know, it's really good. Just got an energy. That's it. Didn't have to discard nothing. Just add an energy. And it's an item, so. Energy Switch. There's one game I had to move. I'd used this to move an energy on the Teal mask to then get to the requisite power level to basically start one-shotting all my opponent's stuff, and they were angry. Also, it has Trico in it. So, yeah, it's great. 3 Nest Ball. And 3 copies of Ultra Ball to basically get to Teal Mask Ogerpon or any of your evolutions you need. 2 copies of Rare Candy. Kind of only really had the 2 extra on hand. And it was alright. You can play 4 if you want, but I don't know. Making the middle evolution with your Applin was actually kind of decent. 1 copy of Super Rod. 1 copy of Arven. 3 copy of Boss's Orders. This card is absurdly good. Yeah, you just basically select what you need to and do stuff. Also played 3 copies of Iono. Card is also absurd. You could probably get away with playing 4. I just played 3 so I could fit in more like techie stuff. 4 copies of Professor's Research. Turbo through your deck. Draw cards. And then lastly, 1 copy of Technical Machine Evolution. You Arven into this, and you basically turn your Kricketune and your Applin into Dipplin. And that's about the best I can do. And then to round it all out, you're playing 14 basic grass energies. Because you need a lot of grass in order for Teal Mask Ogerpon to do stuff. And for the boss monster, Hydrapple EX. So yeah, there's the deck. Tell me what you think. Any suggestions, stuff that you would play in if you were to build this deck, and all that jazz. There was a couple things I saw throughout the day that I would probably test in future builds, but for the time being, I really can't complain. So yeah, this is my 3rd place Hydrapple EX deck profile. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And this is Meh, Pig and Meh, signing out.